Sam Carey said, yeah, that's right. And they said, no, can't be. Big debate. Sam Carey oddly lost. One of the reasons he lost was physicists and other scientists said, how can matter be created so the Earth can grow? Sam Carey was a geologist, not a physicist, so he didn't have the answer to that. The other thing that shot him down was two guys named Wadati and Benioff discovered what's called a subduction zone, or discovered a descending plate in the ocean off of Samoa. Pretty far away from any continent, but still it started the theory. So the theory moved forward that along the Ring of Fire and other places on the Earth, the oceanic plate subducted under other areas of the oceanic plate. And they made a big thing about it because that was the one thing that would shoot Carey down. So the geological community got behind that. It doesn't really matter, it didn't really matter to them that a subducting plate, although it can go under an oceanic plate for some distance, can't go under a continent. So if the Ring of Fire subduction plate went under the Ring of Fire area, once it hit the continent of Asia, it would have to stop. Even if it went there, it'd have to stop. If that were the case, how could it swallow the whole of the Pacific Ocean? So we have the possibility that I believe I've confirmed that, yeah, there might be some subduction, but it doesn't swallow the whole ocean. Basically what they're saying is, we disagree with you, Neal. We disagree with Sam Carey because we think this happened. And if I say, what proof do you have? They say, the dog ate the proof, or the earth ate the proof. The dog ate my homework, teacher, so I can't prove to you I did it. Well, I don't live that way. In my view, you either have the proof or you don't. If you don't have the proof, you have to consider the alternate theory. They're not considering the alternate theory. They're saying, I don't have the proof, and yet you're wrong.
That sounds a bit like the Bush administration, actually.
Sort of does, doesn't it? So what I did was, for 35 years, I studied the physics of this, and what I discovered was, actually there is a mechanism to create matter. And in fact, if you believe the magic of a Big Bang, that all the matter was created overnight or in a few seconds in the Big Bang, then you sort of believe in magic. Out of nothing came this big explosion of matter. I don't really think it happens that way. I think it happens on a regular basis. I think it happens with a regular process, and it happens in places that we don't easily see. Let me see. What don't we easily see? I don't see inside the Earth real easy, or inside the sun. And scientists actually say that the sun grows. Well, if the sun grows, and there's a process to make it grow and create new matter, and not that they're actually saying that, but if that happens, it can happen in the Earth and it can happen in moons. And if it does, moons, Earth, even asteroids, comets, planets, suns, solar systems, galaxies, and the universe is growing, and it's not exploding. It just sort of looks that way.
Well, I should probably wrap up because I think your wife is trying to get some of these signing appearances taken care of. But I did want to just throw out there for one more kind of weird in the context of the interview, but a normal question for a comic convention.
Sure.
Last month, when they were at another major con, they had teased James Robinson's new Justice League series. I don't know if you know about that series or not. James Robinson's doing a new Justice League that's led by Hal Jordan and Ollie Queen. And at the time when Didio was teasing the series, before they actually announced it, they actually said, well, and what about if we got Neal Adams to draw something? And that drew monstrous applause from the crowd. Has anybody approached you about doing covers or anything like that?
No, I mean, it sounds like an interesting idea, and I would think that I would be the right person to do that. I find that the comic book, especially DC, keeps on running away from the solid ideas and experimenting and then running back. I like the running back part. I don't really like the running away. I would prefer that new characters are created. I like the idea that there are other Green Lanterns, but I would like Hal Jordan to still be around. I like Ollie Queen to be around, and I like them to be the characters that I worked on. But nobody has, in fact, showed up at my doorstep, so I don't know. Hey, this is Neal Adams at comicrelated.com. Glad to see you today.